Now we're broadcasting. Yeah, because you'd start talking before. So, last we were here, you were giving a recap.
Oh, I was saying Simeon say it looks like a devil. He's the son of Gusto.
Yeah, Carmelo Gusto.
Gusto, who killed his basically only friend, who is the son of Hardy Frost. I said I never saw this coming.
Yeah, I
called that.
And apologies for our last stream because it kept going in and out, and then eventually we just kind of gave up, even though, like, we were in a really big, part of the plot, final twist of the last game, or the last case of the last game. So, yeah, voice. Alright. Let's try it out. We are streaming. Please do not drop on us. Yeah, Gumshoe was coming back. And Detective Gumshoe, do you have anything to report? I had them look into a few things real quick, sir, about the refrigeration unit where the kid was kept. I love that cat. It was registered to the Very Big Circus, just like time. Excellent work, Detective. Well, Mr. Saint? Must be some kind of mistake. Why would a circus need a refrigeration unit? A valid question, I suppose, but we're no experts on the circus trade. Perhaps we could ask your department manager for her thoughts on the matter? Well, Miss Berry? Ack. We do hire a unit to store all the food for the animals, but I don't know where it is. I'll leave all that to Simeon. He's so good at that kind of thing. Oh my god, Regina's so clueless, but in such a pure way, you know? Bar, you fool! Eek, Simeon, you're scaring me. Such a shame. We're rushing to find a solution after the fact so often leads to mistakes. You knew that the body was found in the unit, the suspicion would fall on you. So you panicked and moved to the grounds of the big building instead. Yeah. But you weren't counting on Sean being found in the unit when you kidnapped him. If only you'd known you were up against a great thief and needed an even greater detective. Ah, Gumshoe's salary might go up. Is everything alright? You're looking a little pale. Yeah. Don't think you've won just yet, Miles. You're missing proof for the most important part of your little theory. I am? Perhaps you could enlighten us. You don't have any evidence that I crushed the presidential faker with that balloon. And I know you don't, because there isn't any. I'm afraid there is. What? If Mr. Saint murdered the victim as we think he did, there should be traces of your misdeed on this piece of evidence. I mean, I would assume on the balloon. Yeah, let me try that.
Take that!
Analysis of the balloon basket should turn up the evidence we need. Hehehe, balloon again? You already have your bullet hole, what else do you expect to find? We, expect to find plenty, actually. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? If there's truth to be found, then he'll find it. He's a hero of justice. He sure is. We'll find something for sure. Mr. Edgeworth has gotten out of way tighter spots than this one. What they said. We believe in you, Miles Sereno. And so does your pop. He's looking down on you right now. I know he is. Just stay calm and see this through to the end, Miles Edgeworth. A perfect victory is only moments away. The President's body double was killed by the balloon. Traces of a certain substance will prove that. And you, Simeon Saint, will pay for your crimes at last. Looking forward to this. Time to wrap up the mysteries of past and present once and for all. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, deal the final blow to this unforgivably wicked man. This last piece of evidence will prove your guilt beyond doubt. What should we expect to find on the balloon that was used to crush the president?
The flower, the president?
That's what I would think, because there's that stuff on his chest. Yellow substance, lion lily pollen. Yes. Yeah, given to President Wei.
Take that!
When Sean found the president's body, he also found a bouquet of lion lilies. Lion lilies, symbol of the connection between parent and child, a popular flower back in Singapore. That's your proof? A bunch of flowers that will be rotting at the dump by now? A bunch of flowers that Sean threw away? So much for your beautiful symbol of parental connection. That's got nothing to do with any of this. Ignore him, Sean. You threw those flowers away, that much is true. But the bond they represented remains as strong as it ever was. Well, yeah, because they're going to clear Sean's name. The President held on to them until the last, an act which provided us with our final piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about? The flowers Sean disposed of had been squashed flat. They must have been crushed by the balloon. If we examine the basket for traces of lion lily pollen, what do you think we might find? No. You don't need to do that. You looked over the basket just now. Anyway, if there was pollen stuck to it, you would have seen it. Those flowers are bright yellow. Not all evidence is visible to the naked eye, Mr. Saint. Huh? Emma? Yeah? I'd like to call on your scientific skills once again, if you don't mind. Leave it to me. Alright, let's take a look at this balloon basket, shall we? Ah, I've got something. Bright yellow pollen, just like you said. If it's from the same flowers, it shouldn't take more than another quick test to prove it. What? And there we have it. You murdered the president, and this murder you carried out yourself. No, how could this... No! Trust the president with that balloon. Then you loaded his body into the basket and took him to the refrigeration unit. But why? Why go to the trouble of removing the body? Because he knew another incident was scheduled to occur that same evening. Oh, Rosie Ringer's murder. Exactly. If he had left the body there, it would have interfered with his other plans. I get it, and he couldn't leave the body in the refrigeration unit for too long either, right? Indeed not. So while returning to the big building to chop the body off again the following night, he must have observed the fire Sean caused and the Torosaur's head falling as a result. That's what gave you the idea, wasn't it? To frame Sean for the murder? You made it seem as if the falling head was what killed him so that my son would take the blame. Despicable coward. In order to achieve your aim, you lowered the president's body from the balloon to the lot below. And while he was dangling from the rope you used, he was caught on Sean's rehearsal tape. No, how did you see through it all? How? You manipulated people, and you manipulated this case, just as you manipulate animals on the stage. Poor reign has had an end. The animals look like they're mad with you, Simeon. Even Money and Isaiah. They thought you were their friend, but you're not. They're sad and mad, all at the same time. Stop it. Stop looking at me like that. Perhaps they will when you finally stop clowning around. Alone. Dad, where are you? I'm so scared. I don't know what you're talking about. I've done nothing wrong. Nothing. I'm not the bad one. They are. Why, Bronco? Why did you stop me from going to see my dad? Only none of them did what they did, and I wouldn't have had to. I couldn't trust the police. I couldn't trust anybody. I was all alone with nobody to help me. But that man, he helped me. Candace was the only one who ever helped me. So what if I used people? I had to. Is that so wrong? Leave me alone. Oh dear. Oh my god.
Oh, the cat.
Oh my god, the cat. What? 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 It seems the game is up at last. The cat drop kicked him.
I like it. There's Chili the Killer.
Oh man. The killer. Mr. Edgeworth may be the first to congratulate you. You have unmasked the person behind this entire sorry affair. Now I am free to... Oh dear. No! Guns are so clumsy, don't you find? I don't have a gun. Please, not only are you carrying one, you were just about to draw it. You must have stolen it from the president after murdering him. This gentleman betrayed a bond of trust. He knew the so-called president was an imposter, and yet he employed me to kill him nonetheless. There is nothing more dangerous for an assassin than to be lied to about the nature of one's target. If one does not know what cards one opponent is holding, one can be very unpleasantly surprised. Oh. But that was not your true crime. No. Thinking you could deceive me, manipulate me, that is the crime for which you are about to pay. No! Really? It's been a while, the killer. Step aside, Caddis. That man is my target. I would politely ask that you call off this particular job. He'll pay for his crimes, but in prison, not at the end of your blade. And if I refuse, let us just say that I might not take the loss of the one life that I ever saved too well. You save a life, but him Mercada Khan is the blind butcher himself. Hehehe, preposterous, I know. But yes, I who have taken so many lives once chose to preserve one, that of an innocent young pup. And he, in his turn, saved mine. Nothing of a bond formed between us. You know, I never noticed his B055 numbers for boss. Laugh all you like. I know I would. But I would respectfully request that you spare him. As one professional to another, I ask that you let this particular target live. Very well. This boy must mean a lot to you. Thank you. I am in your debt. You need not thank me. I simply see little point in the two of us killing one another. Now then, I bid you all good day. No, get back here. You have my thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, this young pup needed to be shown the error of his ways, and you have done just that. Alright, I suppose we better be getting back. Our ironclad enclosure awaits. Doesn't it, Helmet? Yes, it does. Oh, hello. You killed my dad, didn't you, old man? I will not lie. I did. My victims deserve to be remembered at the very least. But I sense a great hatred for me from you, horned pup. In that case... Irk. Sean, no! You must not falter, little one. Here, you may use my knife. Take it, and cut my throat. One sure slice is all it takes. I was growing rather tired of carving my little statues anyway. I want revenge. I want it so badly. Sean, don't do it. Please, Sean, I beg of you. At least I did until just now. I would have done anything to make you pay, no matter how long it took. Oh, but you should make those who have wronged you pay. It'll make you feel so good, trust me. All the pain, all the suffering, it all goes away. It drowns it all out. Numbs it. Maybe it does, and listening to you, I thought maybe that's what I wanted. Sean. But it's not just about me. Say I get my revenge. How does that help anybody else? If I become a murderer, my mom suffers 10 times more than I ever would. And so would all the people I work with. They're counting on me, and they worry about me. Hehehe. Thoughtful words indeed, little one. Yeah? Well, I get it now. I won't ever forgive you, but I shouldn't be the one who gets to punish you. That's what these guys are for. My mom, the prosecutor, people like that. Sean. Wow, you may be young, Sean, but you're way wiser than I'll ever be. Poor Kay. You could at least consider trying to be better yourself, Kay. Very well. Then I suppose we'll be on our way. With me, young pup. On our way to where? Where else? To the prison. Our home. Our home? And with that, the case came to an end. A case that had dragged so many people into its orbit. But as for me, there was one last thing I had to do. You need to get your badge back. Or something. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Edgeworth. What's the big idea, big guy? Want to tell us what we're doing here? Mr. Edgeworth. Your request has been processed and approved. Huh? Your what now? I've asked for my prosecutor's badge to be reinstated. I still can't believe he did that for me. A certain man once said that to be an attorney is to be a defendant's most trusted ally, and that by believing in your client, the truth will make itself known. That man's image has been forever burned into my memory, as strongly as the vision of my father fighting in the courtroom. Good old Gregory. But that's his and my father's path. Mine lies elsewhere. Mr. Edgeworth. My path is that of the prosecutor. It always was. Well, then I guess that's that. I'm sorry. No, I dig it. And besides, I can tell by that look in your eye that your mind's made up. It is. Alright then. Looks like our work together is diddly done. Just don't come crying to old Eddie if you change your mind. This club's now closed to new members. I understand. Hey, Milester. Here to tell me why, at least? How come you're so dead set on popping the old prosecutor's hat back on? You once asked me something, Fender. I've been thinking about that question ever since, about how I mean to live my life. And now that this case is over, I think I finally know that answer. I'm going to help people as a prosecutor. But can't you also do that as an attorney? Look at it this way. Simeon Saint was also a victim of sorts. He lost his only parent after all those years ago, and with him, his ability to believe in a just world. I know how that feels. To lose somebody so important to you, to lose faith in everything. To doubt everything and be utterly alone, to fight and fight and fight. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty, so I make that my policy. But I was lucky. Somebody was kind enough to save me from myself. I notice every time he says that in these games, he never just says Phoenix Wright. He just kind of vaguely refers to him. Almost like if you started Ace Attorney with these games, that you just play through them and do that. Mr. Saint had nobody. He had no faith in the law. He felt that seeking revenge himself was the only option. But I doubt even you and that body devil would ever go so far as to co-opt our country's police. want to help people like him. And how do you plan to do that? If he had been able to rely upon the law, none of this would have happened. Chairman Witter made a mockery of justice, and in doing so, drove Mr. Saint away from seeking it. The law is only as good as its practitioners. That is true. It can be a shield that keeps the people safe from harm, or a sword wielded to wound them. Just one among many of the law's great contradictions. You can say that again. But one cannot solve such contradictions in the law without engaging with it. I don't think an attorney could have saved Mr. Saint. But a prosecutor, a custodian of the law, I think perhaps they could have. I plan to take up my badge again and confront those contradictions at every turn. Very mild Sereno. I like it. You know it won't be easy breezy though, right? Finding the law itself, that's lawyering on hard mode. I understand that, but somebody has to do it. Oh, I don't doubt that. And if it has to be anybody, it should be you. Laws are like people, I guess. They both gotta grow and change. Adapt or perish, am I right? You're going to smash this, I just know it. After all, you're Gregory's boy through and through. And if there's one thing that man did not know how to do, it's give up. Eyes on the prize and straight on till sunset. That was his motto. You know what? I saw that same determination on your face the second you mentioned taking up prosecutoring. Why am I having trouble pronouncing that? Prosecutoring again. You know what's really grown and changed? Hate to be a great big cheese ball, but you. I only wish your dad was here to see it. He'd be proud as all get out. Fender, thank you. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, if you're ready to begin, we can get the ceremony underway. Please. By the power vested in me by the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence, I, Verity Gavel, do hereby, in the sight of the Almighty Goddess, reinstate Miles Edgeworth as a servant of the law. All right, you're a prosecutor again. Best news I've heard all week, sir. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, I got a scoot. Your pops is going to want to know that his kid just signed up for the opposition a second time. Thank you again, Fender, for everything. Don't thank me yet. The next time you see me could be across a courtroom. And this space is a whole lot less roguishly charming when it's not on your side of the aisle. I would relish the opportunity to face an attorney trained by my father. I hope that day comes very soon. Alrighty, Fender out. Welcome back into the fold, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Thank you, Judge Gavel. I owe you more than I can say. You do? You strove to right the wrongs of the committee from the inside. That must have been a lonely battle indeed. Not at all. I was never truly alone. That's right, you have the goddess of justice on your side. Thank you for teaching me that it's possible to fight in such a way. The contradictions within the committee are like those within the legal system itself. If we aren't able to overcome them, the real truth will forever evade us. I have you to thank for teaching me that, and for setting me on this path. I hereby swear to confront the contradictions that afflict the law, and to overcome them. And I thank you for your commitment to that cause, as does the Almighty Goddess. I truly believe that such efforts are necessary in order for the law to grow and improve. I will look forward to seeing you in the courtroom again soon. As will I. You did not see the best of me when last I oversaw a trial. The next time will be different. I will show you what it means to serve justice with true impartiality. Judge Gavel, I don't mean to call your motivation into question. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? But, to my mind, the ideal judge is not wholly impartial. The ideal judge is human. Even in the courtroom, they laugh, they cry, they rage, they smile. And then, when all is said and done, they pass down a judgment based in that very humanity. I'm not sure exactly how to put this, but perfection isn't always the loftiest of ideals, and it's certainly not the only thing to strive for. Forgive me, this is my opinion, nothing more. You're right, of course. There are other ways. I thank you for sharing your insights. Mr. Edgeworth, there was another reason I was never truly alone during my lone struggle against Chairman Winter. Someone else was with me, someone other than the goddess. Of course, Sean. This clipping gave me more courage than words can express. Simply having it near gave me hope. No matter how hard things get, no matter how formidable one's opponent, when we feel that we are not alone, we can keep going no matter how hard the road ahead. Mistakes have been made, but we must fix them, for Sean's sake more than anyone's. Like the mistakes made in the instant in which his father died. So you see, there is something more important, even to me, than the words of the goddess. Haha, though it may anger her to hear me say such things. Casa, that was your secret weapon all along, the strength of your bond with your son. Perhaps you were right. Perhaps I should not strive for an unachievable perfection, but I must grow. As a servant of the law, and as a mother. That I believe above all else. I see. It seems we both have plenty still to learn. Indeed, we are neither of us perfect yet. Let us continue along our chosen paths, and continue to grow as we tread them, until we meet again. I will look forward to that day. May the goddess watch over you as you embark upon the next step of your journey. I lost the title of prosecutor, but now I have regained it, and in doing so, I have seen a new way forward, a new path for justice, and I am determined to follow that path until it finally leads me to the truth, no matter how hard it might be, no matter what obstacles might arise. Why is this going so quick? For whoever they may be, wherever they might say, I will lift up my voice and shout, objection. And now we get to see, like, every character. Yeah. Tabby Lloyd. So, Chief, what kind of scoop we looking to land ourselves next, huh? Did I teach you nothing, knucklehead? We're journalists, dang it. These are our stock and trade, our bread and butter. You don't just hand that stuff over, not even to your danged apprentice. Sorry, Chief. Guess I still got a whole bunch to learn, huh? Well, alright then, better go track down some leads my own self. That's the spirit, you go get 'em, champ. Before you mosey on down the way, mind sharing what kind of leads them there leads might be? But, Chief, you... Come on now, I'm pretty much your editor, ain't I? Can't hold out on the boss. Ooh, come on, Chief, that's cold. You were a little suspicious of Tabby Lloyd. Now suspicious of... why do I always forget Wolfman's name? Yeah. Yes. My arm wound has yet to fully heal even now. The bodyguard who inflicted it was such a skillful practitioner indeed. I shan't be forgetting him in a hurry. But never mind that now. Time to return to the life of a simple ice cream seller. Although I have been thinking that perhaps crepes would be more my speed. Well, no rush. I'm sure there'll be time to ponder the matter before my next job comes in. Sure, you might have knocked me on my butt, wise guy, but I ain't out for the count just yet. I'll be keeping my guard up, looking for an opening. We gotta get out of this dump yet. Ain't that right, Teddy? The second the bell rings for the next round of escape shenanigans, we'll come out swinging. Till then, it's training, training, and more training. You really gonna hear from the murderer of the first case ever? You want to know if I'm still planning on becoming an animal stylist? Sure, I'm still studying every single day. Still up to my elbows in mud. But I guess it suits me better than being a newspaper salesman. I plan to make it my new career when I finally get out of here. What's that? Is my release a few more years away, now because I help Warden Lagarde? Gah! Why do you think I'm being so nice to these stupid freaking animals? I don't care about the freaking license, I just want to get out of here! Why me? Bro, it's you because you're a murderer! What's he thinking?
Make you get out of good behavior, I guess.
Yeah, but like, yo. I was so shocked when I learned what Simeon had been up to this whole time. I trusted him. I was his boss. Still, can't sit around being sad forever, I guess. The show must go on. We can't let the magic department and the ventriloquy department get the better of us. We'll light up that stage and blow away the competition and all those awful memories with it. I must have gotten soft in my old age, haven't I, boy? Yes, I have. 18 years ago I saved a life, and the troublesome child is still keeping me busy to this day. And now here we are, back in a cage. Well, we'll have company soon at least, won't we, boy? Yes, our friend the pup. Things certainly won't be dull with him around. No, they won't. What dessert shall we eat? Chocolate cake, sticky and sweet. Oh, so soft, fluffy and light. You'll be dreaming of it tonight. I'll always be waiting for you, Judy, and I'll come visit you every day, just like you and Eddie did when I was in here. We have so much to thank him and Mr. Edgeworth for. Most of all, the fact that I get to eat your delicious desserts again, Samson. Heh. And not just you. They gave me permission to keep providing sweet treats to everyone else. I guess spreading the gospel of candy making for all these years is finally paying off. I think we were suspicious of her, too, for a little bit in that case. Ah, delicious scone. Oh, hello, sweeties. Fancy seeing you here. I owe you a great big thank you, you know. And dear old Greggy Pegleg, too, of course. After all, it's thanks to all of you that I can eat Sammy Poole's sweets again. I'm even thinking of making a lovely medicine out of them. I'm going to call it Snacker's Delight. It makes your stomach so small you can only eat snacks. So you get skinny as a 10-peg and love every minute. I'm going to make a fortune. Oh, that'd be interesting to see pulled off. Oh yeah, Larry. Man, I've met so many beautiful people now and drawn so many beautiful sketches. Lulu isn't the biggest fan of my new work, though. She took one look at my sketchbook and hit me over the head with it. Bam! Just like that. And, then she left. Guess that's one less beautiful person in my life now. So I've got a big decision ahead of me. Do I follow my art or follow my heart? By heart, I mean new girlfriend. You got that right. You got that, right? Badster, the Badinator! Seriously, though, thanks for the assist today, good buddy. Ha! You want me to talk about IS-7? I'll talk all day. Sounds like that Edgeworth kid is doing good work. Yeah, Mal Sereno chose a different path from this old man in the end. A path that means we can't work together, but that won't stop me looking in on him from time to time. Hey, you've come pretty far yourself. Holy macaroni, a compliment from Big Bad Detective Bad? Am I dreaming? Well, flattery will get you everywhere, old pal. You ever need a little Fender magic, just say the word. Looks like they'll be letting me off a little easier than I thought for what I did. I guess because I told them I was kind of forced to do it. Ouch! Ain't no such thing as easy when it comes to crime, dang fool child. Sorry, Grandma. I still feel awful about it, of course. But I'm just so glad I get to stay out here with you. What's that? You think we should be getting back to work? Hee hee, I guess you're right. Can't keep the dead waiting. Science saves the day again, huh? Good thing I happen to be around, right? Even if I do have to jump right back on a plane again and go back to Europe. All this flying around is gonna get tiring. Still, it's all part of becoming a first-class forensic investigator. Guess I'd better get going. Oh, but if you ever need me, just say the word, okay? I'll come running. You know I will. Wasn't it Edgeworth who called for her in the 6th game, too? Like, she was asked by Edgeworth to be there? The greater one's father, the greater the pressure to be great. But Eustace Winter, was it? He has chosen his own path now, and he will be tested. Just as I was. Miles Edgeworth chose to live as a prosecutor over how his own father lived. That, too, is a valid answer to the question we've all had to wrestle with. My father hid a secret, bore a burden I could only have imagined. I thought only of my family name. He thought of so much more. He thought of our entire nation. I mean to carry on that legacy, to fulfill his last great wish. Even if our president was an imposter, even if the real president is long dead, even if it takes all my effort and all my men's effort, Zhengfa will rise again. I can't wait for you to see it. Sorry for suspecting you, Lang. That's bad. But I honestly wasn't thinking about Simeon Saint, so... I gave up on the whole The Winner thing. Told everybody to stop calling me that. Because I didn't win. My dad did it all for me. I'm going to start again from scratch. I won't let what he did ruin everything. And pretty soon I'll be better than him, and better than Edgeworth, so watch out! Now, first order of business, get a new nickname. Well, it was eventful to say the least, but we got it done, and the movie's going down great. I think the murder stories in the gossip magazines might have helped. Big Bad Man emerges from Big Bad Bull. Revealed true face of monster behind Zhengfa President Mirror Plot. Huh? Wait, this is a picture of you, Mr. Powers. What? But why? Hey, it's not so bad. After all, it'll make people come and see the movie, right? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, he's a bit of a Wolverine. I very much enjoyed the movie, Sean. It's nothing. It wasn't even a big part. The boy who befriended both Torosaurus and Gordy, they don't come any bigger than that. And it was a role you were born to play. You think? Well, it would be cool to be in the sequel, I guess. And I kinda like acting. Hey, can we pick something up before we head back? I wanted to get some lion lilies for my dad. Of course, and I will buy some too, for Amelie. Oh? Whew, it's been a busy few days, huh, sir? Unbelievably so. How did so many important cases all come along at once? There's never a dull moment when I'm around. Guess I'm just lucky that way. Wait, so all that stuff that happened because of you? All that stuff happened because of you? Oh, yeah. Yeah, but that means it stopped. I can't believe we got to restart from the freaking, like, middle of the...
Watching. It's still going.
Yeah, but it's not, though. That's the thing. That's what's so confusing about this. Like, see, it stopped. Wait. Is it? Hold on. Oh, is it?
Yes, it's fine.
Okay, never mind. Okay. Well, will you be returning to your thieving practice? Yeah, good question. What? You're not sure? How can I put this? I guess I feel like I've been trying to follow in my father's footsteps the whole time, you know? Trying to become a great thief just like he was. I feel like whether or not to follow in your father's footsteps is something like a billion people here are all... Dads are a big part of this game. The Yatagarasu. Or a Yatagarasu, at least. But watching how this all panned out for you, Mr. Edgeworth, it got me thinking that maybe I need to get out from under his shadow and live my own life, too. Just like how you decided not to do the whole attorney thing. It's time to make our own fate. She's right. After all, nothing thrives in the shade. I'm going to be my own hero. That sounds like an admirable plan indeed. I won't be giving up the name, though. Can't not be the Yatagarasu, right? Whatever name you pick, you'll always be Kay to us, Kay. And you'll always be a hero. Aw, thanks, Gummy. You'll always be my Gummy, too. You bet I will. And I'll be doing my detective thing just as hard as always. So I'll be counting on you, sir. Yes, and I'll be counting on you too, Detective. Just as I've been counting on you these last few days. You've helped us out too many times to mention. I think your next salary review may come as a pleasant surprise. Huh? Huh? Wait, you mean... What's the matter? I'm saying I'll see to it that you get paid a little more, Detective. Will? This is unbelievable, sir! No way, go Gummy! It's like a dream come true. You can finally leave the instant noodle life behind. Don't think I'll be letting you rest on your laurels. Your work won't be getting any easier. I hope you understand that. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. I'll give you everything I got. Just you wait and see. Fender and Judge Gavelle set me on a new path in life. A path on which I will face down every contradiction that the law has to present. A path at whose end lies the ultimate truth. But can I really do this? I'll need to give it some serious thought. It certainly won't be easy. Nonetheless... The strength of my bonds. Oh, I almost forgot. Wow, that startled him. What? What is it? I was trying to find other members for my Yatagarasu team, right? You vaguely remember something about that. I never even found a single one. We were going to be unstoppable in our quest to steal the truth. So much for that little pipe dream. You're kidding, right? You already have a team. A team that can solve any case the world cares to throw at it. Huh? Yeah, I guess I do. The prosecutor, the detective, and the great thief. Between the three of us, we can hunt down the truth, put it in handcuffs, and steal it once and for all. I can't help feeling a little sorry for the truth in that case. As long as the three of us stick together, we got nothing to fear. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? Indeed. Nothing at all. My father's followed his own path, right to the end. And now I follow a path of my own making, too. But not alone. I have some colorful companions to help me. As long as they're beside me, I won't lose my way. It's a new path, and a new me. And I'll be walking it as a prosecutor, not an attorney. My father's path and mine are different, but they're not as separate as they may seem. Though the routes differ, the destination is the same. Because, of course, both end at the truth.
The end. Oh no. We're done officially with all of them.
Yeah, I know. Capcom, you hear it? Do you want to make my wife that unhappy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the only one we haven't played was just the crossover Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright. But, like, it's only on the 3DS. That's kind of a hard one to play together. But these are all, like, you know, the spin-offs, the main games. So we've played the original trilogy, the new trilogy, the Great Ace Attorney duology, and the Ace Attorney Investigations duology. I think the second Investigations felt more confident. Like in all the other games, all the dramatic, I mean, not all dramatic stuff, but a lot of the time-sensitive stuff happens in the courtroom because, you know, if you can't figure out a theory or something like that, then, you know, you fail in your defense. So the thing that the first Ace Attorney Investigations, I thought, didn't have as much was making the out-of-court scenes feel urgent. Like, sometimes I'm like, why do we need to rush this? Like, we don't need to charge him. Like, what the heck? But I feel like the story here of being under the microscope of the committee put a lot of urgency to a lot of things. So I think it helped maybe fix that issue with the first game. And it ended up being really well-rounded. There wasn't really a filler case in this. Like, every case connected to the overarching story. And I mean, the first case, it started with, like, the killer and attempted assassination, and I mean, that was a crazy first case. Yeah, I was not used to that. And I didn't, even then, I didn't realize how intriguing the red coat mystery was, because we knew, like, the killer had one on, but then finding it. Yeah, and Tabby Lloyd did, and then we started to suspect her. And that's the thing, too, then you started to suspect her for a bit in the first case. Like, there were some twists in that first case.
Remember, her coat was reversible. She had the inner part was red, and then it was yellow green.
Yes. Yeah, so that was a lot different there. But I thought those twists were really cool. I mean, the second case with Knight dying, you know, that introduced Fender. I liked Fender a lot. I would actually love to do a spin-off game with him.
You hear that, Capcom?
Yeah. Hey, Capcom! I bet you every time we see, like, a third person, that's Capcom.
Think so?
I think so. Third case, getting to really see Greg. I mean, we never really saw any of Gregory until that case. That was the first one that kind of fleshed him out. And he was like 1940s noir detective. Like, that's the vibe he gave off. I enjoyed this game a lot. I actually think this game... I mean, I don't dislike any Ace Attorney game, but I definitely think this was the stronger of the two. I think it really, like... They tried to do it different with the first one, and then they added to it more, right? Like, chess was kind of like a cool gameplay mechanic to add to what this had. And Simian Saint. You know, I mean, yeah, we said it maybe 4 minutes before it happened, but like, uh, we weren't really thinking it the whole time. We just kind of thought, wait a minute, he will. Why wouldn't that way? He would be the second person.
In the song, it says, like, remove the S because I'm an 8, like saint. Remove the S and saint. It's American.
I see. Imian ain't.
Huh?
Imian ain't.
Well, Simeon ain't. Simeon ain't a saint.
Simeon ain't a saint. It is true. Well, now we know why he was friends with Bronco.
I get it now. I didn't for a long time.
Yeah. That was bugging you, though. It's just funny that it was bugging you, and the answer was so spectacular that we missed it. It's like, we never thought, maybe he's not what he seems. Like, we never thought that.
Yeah.
I don't think we're dumb for not thinking that. I mean,
That's the point, was to get tricked.
yeah, like, he was there, and you didn't really have a reason to think that. Like, you didn't have a reason for his personality, but if you really thought through, like, okay, really, how did these two meet? And, I mean, there's that one guy, you know, on that one Reddit thread that I made, who said he found out because he looked at the ages when he saw there was a second kid, and it was, you know, so long ago that, you know, he was able to figure it out, and he ruined it for himself. You see, I don't know if he ruined it for himself. Like, you know, like, you figured it out. You did it way earlier than you wanted to, but I don't
Well,
know.
it's also cool to, like, hold out for the meltdowns.
It is.
You know, like,
That, by the way, that might be up there with one of my favorites. All the animals attacking and the cat drop kicking him and
cat drop kicking.
the elephant taking him up. So, all right. Well, honey, I gotta say, past 5 years, 5.5 of introducing you to Ace Attorney have been quite pleasant, and I look forward to the next time we get to play one. Capcom. And to all of you watching, thank you, and see you the next time there's an Ace Attorney game.